Hello and welcome to livealittlehigher.com. We continue learning the book on Ahavas Israel by the Beis Halevi, and today we're talking about the verse with the mitzvah to love your fellow Jew, ends with the words Ani Hashem. Hareini mekabel alai mitzvah asher shel ve'ahavta leoreha kamoha Ani Hashem. I am God, implying that there is a connection between Hashem and our love of others. So the Alter Rebbe, he says that if you love the father, you have to love the children. There's no way that you're going to love the father and you're not going to love the children. And this is what it's saying here. What it says is that we can understand this based on the comment of the Baal Shem Tov. In Tehillim 121, the psalmist, King David, says, Hashem is your protector. Hashem is your protector. Hashem Silha. However, the Baal Shem Tov notes that it can also be rendered Hashem is your shadow. Just as a shadow mimics a person's movement, so too Hashem acts towards us the way we act towards others. So Hashem created the shadow to show you that whatever you do, it's going to come back to you. Like if you go to the left, the shadow's going to go to the left. If you go to the right, the shadow's going to go to the right. If you're going to walk forward, the shadow's going to go forward. So this is what it's telling us, is that the way that we behave with others, this is the way that Hashem is going to behave with us. So that's when the Jews are kind to one another, Hashem is kind to us. And we see it every time the Jewish people are together singing, dancing, Am Israel High, and they're with the flags, and they're in love with each other. It doesn't matter if they're religious, not religious, from the left, from the right, and they're all together. We see how we have this immense protection. But the moment that the Jewish people start fighting amongst themselves, we see that not such good things happen to us. So when there is baseless hatred amongst us, and in the times of the second Beit HaMikdash, and as Meshech Chochmah saw in his time, Hashem withdraws from us and leaves us defenseless. So there's another element in the juxtaposition of the commandment to love your fellow as yourself in the name of God. A Jew who was guilty of idolatry and blasphemy in the times of the temple was liable to the death penalty. In those days we had the death penalty. And there is an halacha, a command of the Torah, that says that after the person was executed, is carried out, the corpse of the one guilty of the sin should be hanged, but not remain on the gallows overnight. So they would not be hanged to death. They would die either by lapidation or by other ways. Then they would hang the corpse, but that corpse could not be hanging the whole night. So therefore, the practice of the courts was to hang the body shortly before nightfall, and then take it down and bury it almost immediately. So it was just like a symbolism, because hanging a person is a curse of God. So Rashi explains that since a human being is created in the image of God, of Hashem, and Hashem calls the Jewish people his own children, my children, as it were, the hanging body is a disparaging to Hashem himself, because it's like it's him. And it can be likened to a bandit who is the twin brother of the king and is hanged for his crimes. And the people who see the body will think it is the king who has been executed. So Ramban with an N, adds that as the home of a godly soul, the body of a Jew is the home of a godly soul, of a neshama elokit, the Jewish body becomes holy, so that it's degrading to allow the body to hang in disgrace. This is why the Jewish people take so much care of the body when a person dies. There's so much emphasis on taking care of the body of the person, because that body is holy. It was the house of the soul. So even the dead body of an idolater or a blasphemer is holy and must be treated with respect because of its godly soul and because Jews are Hashem's children. So how much more so much we honor living Jews who are free from such grievous sins, and this is why love of Hashem's children is associated with recognition, Ani Hashem, I am God. So it finishes off here, to one who believes that Hashem is the creator, it should be clear that one should love and respect his human children. The host of the godly soul with which he endowed them, failure to do so indicates not only disdain for his fellows, but a lack of reverence for the one who created them. Today, there's a lot of anti-Semitism brewing in the world, a lot of Jew hatred that we've been experiencing. We hadn't seen this since the Holocaust times and pre-Holocaust times. We hadn't experienced this level of hatred. But what he's saying here is that if people recognize that the Jewish people are the children of God, when they hate the Jew and they mistreat the Jew and they do horrible things to the Jew, they're doing to God himself. And so the nations have to be very careful with this. And it says, those who bless the children of God will be blessed, and those who curse the children of God will be cursed. And this is simple. It's simple. So love your fellow, make him a part of yourself. Do not do unto others what is hateful to you. Let us remember that we originate from one Father, and that we are all organs of the same body, and that when we are united, we become deserving of Hashem's protection. So this is the way to always be protected, to have protection from Hashem, is really to take care of each other, to love each other, to be nice to each other, to not do things to other people that are hurtful, Jew or non-Jew, the same. Because when you respect a person that is not non-Jew, you're also respecting their father, who is the same father. It's the same father for all of us. They're also part of him. So we have to have this into account. So I want to wish you a blessed week, and remember, live a little higher. Thank you.